Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Lane. Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Seattle Seahawks, and they're a very interesting team. I'm recording this before they play the Jets. They should be able to beat the Jets. Now, last week I said that against the Giants, they ended up losing, and they either win in close games or lose in close games. It just doesn't really make sense because Wilson's a beast. We all know that. They have Carson, they have Penny, two great running backs. Lockett's a beast. DK Metcalf, I shouldn't say coming out of nowhere because he was a great prospect. He just fell to the third round over the three-cone drill, which I don't really understand whatsoever. Now, Josh Gordon did get unsuspended, but he's not in the game quite yet, so I can't use him. So we have Philip Dorsett as a number 3 receiver, which not great, not bad. He's just kind of an average receiver to have on the team. Now, our tight end, we have Disley. He's a great guy, 77 overall, star development. This offensive line, I mean, is there anything nice to say about it? I don't think so. They have Shell, who's a 67. He's not going to be on the team long term. They do have a Lewis, who I believe they got, was it the first round they picked up Lewis? It might have been. 72 overall, normal development, 23 years old. I kind of just have to stick with him at this point. They have Pokic, I don't know how you say it exactly, 71 overall, normal development. Not going to be the center long term. Upati, a left guard, he's a 77 overall, the last year of his contract. So he's going to be gone. And then Dwayne Brown, who's an 83 overall, normal development. He's 35 years old. I'm hoping he retires. I don't know what his contract situation is like. Let's take a quick look at it. 2 years left. So yeah, just please, please, please retire. We could cut him, but at this point, he's the best offensive lineman we have. I'm not going to cut him right now. Don't worry about that. But I'm saying maybe in the offseason, if he doesn't retire, we could save a good amount of money, though. So yeah, that's what we're looking like in offense. Carson is going to be a free agent. We're going to try to bring him back. Even though in Madden you need an X-Factor running back, really not much you can do about that. I have been debating just making all my running backs X-Factor just to make it a little bit more interesting. If you guys are interested in that, let me know down in the comments below. Then on defense, there's a lot of good pieces, but they've been playing really poorly, like really, really poorly. Like we have Jamal Adams, he's going to be here long term. I think he is not re-signed quite yet, I believe, right? 2 years left. Okay, so we're going to have to extend him eventually. They traded 2 first-round picks for him, so we have to keep him on the team, obviously. They have Griffin, 74 overall, normal development. Not the best, but we do have Jordan Brooks, who honestly, I'd rather him be starting over Griffin, but I guess I can make it work. I'm going to make him start eventually. Bobby Wagner, middle linebacker, 96 overall with X Factor. He's going to be on this team till he retires. You know that. I know that. We have KJ Wright, who's an 83 overall, but he's 31 years old. I do want to take a look at his contract really quickly. 1 year left. I feel like he's going to be in Seattle for the rest of his career, but I think as the GM, I am going to let him walk away. We'll see what we can find in the draft and free agency. We have Diggs at free safety, 81 overall, star development. We have Griffin, our number 1 corner. He's going to be here the rest of the rebuild. I can promise you that. We have Dunlap, who they traded for from the Bengals. They have Harrison, Reed, some great defensive linemen. I don't really know what's not clicking. Then they have Mayowa is probably it. 73 overall, 29 years old, normal development. Not great. They have Dunbar, they have Mahdi, and then they also have Reed. So we do have to work on corners. Like, just looking at this defense, it does not look bad. But they just don't perform in real life. I don't know if that's going to carry over to Madden. We're going to have to wait and see. Now, before we go to the playoffs, which I imagine will make it at 8-4, because we should be 9-4. I don't know what the rest of the schedule looks like. Let's take a quick look at that. Team schedule. Who are they playing after the Jets? I think, yeah, the football team, the Rams, and the 49ers. So they should be able to beat the Jets and the football team. And then I would say lose to the Rams. They did once already. And then the 49ers, it's kind of a toss-up. The 49ers are all injured. I get that. But they play tough games. So we're going to have to wait and see how that plays out. Now, before we go to the playoffs, like I was saying, let's see where our rush ends are. Let's see where our slot receiver is. What do we got? I kind of want to go Taylor just because he's a rookie, so we are going to do that. The left end is Dunlap. That's fine. And then the slot receiver, Dorsett. I am going to change that to Lockett. Then we also have David Moore and Swain. Yeah, I think we're in good shape. Let's go to the playoffs. Now, let's take a look. I believe we did make the playoffs. We did. We're playing against the Giants, Packers, Bucks, Rams, Cardinals. And then the Saints got the first round bye. That makes sense. The Chiefs were the first round bye. Raiders made the playoffs. Tennessee, Colts, Bills. I'm kind of surprised that the Dolphins didn't make it. I kind of find that really hard to believe. How did we do? We went 11-5. I wonder who we beat. The Giants at 6-10. That's just funny. Now, I imagine with my luck, we are going to lose to the Giants. We know that Madden loves the Giants. But let's go take a look. Actually, this is what I want to look at. I wanted to see who did we end up beating. It has to be the Rams, I would guess. Maybe the 49ers. Okay, it was the Rams. We lost to the 49ers 31-28. I kind of want to write that off. That like, oh, we knew we were going to make the playoffs. We sat all our players. Probably wasn't that, but Wilson, 44 yards, 41-13. This is fantastic. I don't think it's going to win them the MVP because, well, I mean, Patrick Mahomes is going off right now. Rushing, Carson, not great. Wilson, 1 touchdown. 5 for Hyde. Where's Penny? Only with 2. Not great. Metcalf, he's an absolute beast. It hurts me so much that the Patriots took N'Keal Harry over A.J. Brown and DK Metcalf. It makes no sense. I wanted A.J. Brown big time, by the way. But Metcalf, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. Lockett, 1,100 with 9. Moore, 5 touchdowns is not bad. Also, Greg Olsen. Don't really understand why they brought him in. Wagner, 136 for tackles is good. Sack totals, 10.5 for Adams. That's just funny to see. I know they have him blitzing a lot, so that's why he's up to 10.5, but you don't normally see that. 5 interceptions for Diggs, 3 for Griffin, 2 for Adams, Wagner, and Neal, and then a few ones. We're 4th in offensive yards, but I imagine defense is like 27, 28, 31st. Sure. Mahomes MVP. Wilson is at 4. NFC offensive player is Murray. Rodgers, Wilson at 3. Brady Stafford's up there. Cook's up there. Kamara, Bridgewater. Jason Pierre-Paul. All right, I guess that's what I get for starting at week 14. Wagner, Adams, 7 and 8. Offensive rookie. We have Dallas at 9. Defensive rookie. Nothing, but that's all right. Who wanted Jeremy Chin? That makes perfect sense. He is balling out right now in Carolina. Let's take a look. We do not have any hidden developments, and I did say that weird for some reason. Yeah, there's not much up here for XP. That's kind of expected at week 14. But I'd say we're in good shape. Now, let's take a look. Can we beat the Giants? Actually, you know what I'm going to do for now? We're going to hop in. Tell me if you guys like this. We're going to super sim. I'm not going to play any of the plays, but let me know what you think. It is a snowy, I guess technically New Jersey, but a tie ball game. I have to imagine we don't lose this game. They're just marching downfield. Now, I know Seattle's defense is not great. 14-14 at the end of the first half. This is unbelievable. We are really going to be one and done. This is how you know Madden is bad. We're in the fourth quarter. Yeah, the game's over. We lost to the New York Giants. I don't know if it's going to be Daniel Jones. Isn't McCoy their backup? Like, is this? Yeah, it's Daniel Jones. I guess that's a little bit better. Jones, 307 with 3. How bad is Seattle's defense? Wilson, 244 with a touchdown. Carson, Freeman, Gallman with a touchdown. Disley, 95 yards. Tate with a touchdown. Slayton, Freeman, Carson. It just doesn't make sense because they don't even have Barkley. I don't understand. I just never, ever understand. So the Chiefs ended up winning the Super Bowl against the Bucs, 42-28. So Brady Mahomes, the NFL wants that for sure. Mahomes, 257 with 3. Brady, 322, 3 and 2. I don't believe that. Allaire with 3 touchdowns. Jones with a touchdown. Gronk with a touchdown. Watkins, touchdown Harmon. Braid, touchdown Seals Jones. Very interesting. Now, when it comes to our own free agents, we have to bring back Carson and Griffin. Harrison, no. Wright, who is up the superstar, I don't think so. Gordon is back. Dunbar, no. Randall, no. Dorsett, no. Upati, no. I mean, Moore is not terrible. I really don't know what we have for money. We have 68.3. All right, so we're just going to increase the money a little bit just to make sure he comes back. Sometimes they turn it down for basically no reason, but we have to keep Griffin. I feel like, I know we don't have a first-round pick this year, but I feel like we have to address the defense in the draft. We are using a real draft class. I picked a random one since I usually use one for my guy Nathan P2433, but it's not on Xbox Series X for some reason, and I'll never ever understand it. Do we bring back Griffin's brother? I'm going to go 3 years for Ford because he won't be a bad number 2 because we still have Reed on the team. I don't love Griffin. I will bring back Pochik. Let's go 3 years, 3.1. Let me have Hollister's up there. No. I don't want to bring back Griffin. Yeah, it just doesn't really make sense to me. I know you guys might not love that play, but I think we're good. So in free agency, I made an offer to Desmond King. I gave him a 4-year offer. He's a scheme fit. We need help at corner, so that's going to be good. We also have Trey Flowers, so we'll have our 3 guys now. But I also made a 1-year offer to KJ Wright. Bring him back. If he doesn't accept it, that's fine. I hope he does, but I'm really not too concerned about it. I thought about maybe bringing in Reddick. Didn't really make sense to me. We have some young outside linebackers, almost said offensive linemen. Don't really have that. I looked at the offensive lineman. There wasn't really anything there. Dwayne Brown did retire, by the way. And then Juju, it just didn't make sense. Lockett's up to superstar. Metcalf's up to X Factor. I'd rather draft somebody, and I think that'll make more sense for our team. So let's just advance. I assume we're going to get him. We are going to have to address the 4th-year option. We didn't get either of them. That's concerning. Now, I imagine, no, King didn't get any offers, and KJ Wright didn't get any offers. So they're just being assholes, I guess. We got King. That's good. Let's do the 5th-year option. Penny, nope, absolutely not. I do not want to do that. All right, let's advance one more time and see if we get him. I imagine we will. Really. So with the 19th overall pick in the 2nd round, we're going to go with the receiver, St. Brown. My thinking here is Lockett's 28. I didn't bring back Moore. I didn't bring back Gordon. I didn't bring back Dorsett. So he'll be a number 3 guy. We could put him in the slot if we wanted to. Maybe even deal Lockett. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's something I'm thinking about. So let's take St. Brown, see what he's about. 74 overall, normal development with 89 speed, 91 acceleration, 84 catching, 79 catching traffic. Really not that bad. Now, we didn't have a 3rd round pick, but in the 4th round, we're taking left guard Hayes. He's a 64 normal development, not great. 91 strength, 71 run block, 72 pass block. Now, I don't have many players scouted because we started at week 14, so that's kind of why I'm taking shots in the dark. And I don't follow college football really heavily, so I'll know players in the 4th or 5th round. That's just not me. If you guys don't like that, I apologize, but really not much we could do. Now, the other guy I'm going to take is Obinna Ease. 62, but he does have hidden development. That is a nice grab right there. 86 strength, 69 run block, 67 pass. In the 6th round, I'm going to take corner Robert Raquel. Seems pretty good. 67 normal development, 95 speed, which is fantastic. 69 man, 69 zone, 55 play rec. So after that offseason, we're an 81 overall team, 80 offense, 84 defense. But we have our 2 rookies starting on the left side of the line. I imagine our left tackle has star development. Now, Lockett does have 1 year left on his deal. So what I did was put him on the trade block. We're going to see what the offers are. No guarantee that we trade him away. But we have Brooks, we have Barton starting at both the outside linebackers. And I actually like this defense. We have Collier starting. We have Ford starting. Oh, Collier was their 1st round pick. Not, who was I thinking of? No, Collier was the year before. Brooks was this past year. I forget. I got a little mixed up there, but it is what it is. Let's advance the week. Let's see what the offers are for Lockett, at least. Maybe if there's a 2nd round pick, we take it. A 2 and a 5 from the Raiders, a 2 and a 5 from the Pats. Right tackle, that's weird. Or I mean, we're not going to send him to the Giants. You guys are going to hate this, but I am going to send him. I want to send him to the Pats, but they have Cam Newton and they dominate in simulation. So I think I am going to send him to the Raiders. So our rush right end is going to be Taylor. Our left end is Dunlap. And then our slot receiver, St. Brown. I think that'll work out. We'll have Metcalf, we'll have St. Brown. He should get a lot of yards. Hopefully go up to star development after this year. So let's go to the playoffs. Let's take a look. We did make the playoffs, but with the 7th seed. Interesting. The 49ers back at, full. Everybody's back. Number 3 seed, so they won our division. We're playing against the Cowboys, though, with the 2nd seed. I don't know if they get Dak Prescott back. I don't even know if he's going to come back, but they're 14-2. There's a lot of rumors that they might have a top 5 pick, right, and they might try to go for a quarterback. Personally, I think that's a great idea, but Wilson, 3,900 yards, 28-12. I mean, he had 4,400 yards last year. What happened? And why is Edling the backup? Rushing Carson, 1,000 with 7. Penny with 8, who's going to be gone after this year. That's fine. Brown, 986 with 5. Awesome. That's probably not going to get him to develop up. I don't love it. Disley, 774 with 8. Metcalf, 752 with 4. Swain with 4. On defense, Wagner went off. Brooks, 113. Maybe get up to star development. Sack totals, 5.5 for Reed. Dunlap, not great. Interception, 6 for Griffin, perfect. 5 for Wagner. We're 18th in offensive yards. Is it just the scheme in the playbook? 23rd in defensive yards. So our defense did get a little bit better. Allen MVP. So nothing makes sense is what you're saying. I mean, Wilson's there at 9, I suppose. NFC offensive player, Wilson is at 5. Bridgewater, Goff's up there. Defensive player, Wagner's going to win it. Perfect. Griffin at 7. Offensive rookie, we have St. Brown. Defensive rookie, we have nothing. I mean, we do have the one hidden development guy, the left tackle. But I mean, that has to be star development, yeah. But 6 XP gets him up to a 68. Hayes will be a 69. Pretty good. 4 for Metcalf, 3 for St. Brown. Actually, 3 for Damian Lewis as well. 2 for Barton, 2 for Brooks, 2 for Griffin, 2 for King and Adams. Not great. All right, so we hopped in. They're 14-2. They marched downfield somewhat quickly. How do we not get a field goal down there? Even the super sim in this game makes no sense. It's 6-3, 13-3. We're going to be one and done again, aren't we? We actually got a touchdown. It's 13-10. We're in the third quarter, 16-10. Our offense is doing nothing. Now they're doing something. The game's over. We're one and done in the playoffs yet again. You should be disappointed. What are you doing with this team? Let's see it. Wilson, 289, 1-1. Not great. Prescott, 268 with 2. Average, I would say. Elliott, I mean, it's not bad, but average. Elliott, 101 with a touchdown. Carson with a touchdown. 2 for Cooper. That's why they picked him up. 1 for Parkinson. Meh. Not great. So according to Madden, the Browns beat the Saints 35-28. I mean, I love Baker, but I don't know about that. We're going to have to give Adams whatever he wants. Diggs, I would not mind bringing back, but not for 4 years. Dixon, our punter, sure. Reed will bring back. Disley will bring back. Trey Flowers will definitely bring back. DJ Reed, I don't think so. Dunlap, absolutely not. So let's worry about Jamal Adams first. We have $77 million. I want to make it somewhat realistic, so I am going to up the money a little bit. 78.5. He's probably going to get more than that. Then again, the cap is going to come down, so maybe not. But if it kept going up like it should have and didn't have this little, COVID year, then we'd have to see. Let's bring back Reed, Disley, Penny. Let's go $5 million. Let's go 2.75, $30.8 million. Trey Flowers, that's going to be a cheap deal, I have to imagine. Yes, 3.6. I'm always afraid one of them is going to turn us down and we're going to have to, franchise tag him, which I absolutely do not want to do. Do not want to do. That's almost what I said. Doesn't make sense. Let's bring back the punter. We have so much money for free agency. So I made an offer to Orlando Brown and also Davenport. Nobody's making an offer for him and he's a scheme fit. So we bolster up the offensive line and the defensive line. I think that'll help us a lot. Now, I don't know if Davenport's going to take this offer right away. We also have to worry about the 50-year option again. Oh, no, they both accepted. That's perfect. That's going to help us out a lot. I wasn't going to go for like Alexander or Landry. I saw some other people a little bit further down. I just wasn't really interested. LJ Collier. So we don't have a first-round pick yet again. I kind of want to go gas on. No combine. Jeff Means seems all right. But then there's this left guard who would fit nicely on this team, but I think our offensive line's somewhat in a good spot at the moment. I know we have to get a little bit better, but we need a big-time number 3 receiver. So let's go Gatson. 73 overall, normal development, ranked 20th, 95 speed, 91 acceleration, 81 catching trap. Now, I know we don't need a middle linebacker or a left end, but both of these linebackers look fantastic. So we're going to take Eddie Applewhite. He's a 68 normal development. I took him a little bit early because we have a late 4th round pick. 86 speed, 80 tackles, 71 block shed, 85 hit power. Both of them are left on the board and we have 2 4th round picks. Let's go McGriff first, the left end. 70 hidden development. Awesome. 77 power moves, 65 finesse, 74 speed, 82 acceleration. Also has 77 tackle and 84 strength. That's a great pick. Why not? Let's take the other middle linebacker, Keenan Lawrence. 67 normal development, ranked 102, 89 speed, 75 tackles, 73 block shed, 85 hit power. In the 5th round, I took another left end, Carl Brooks, who has hidden development. I don't know what I'm going to do with either of them, but 72 power moves, 64 finesse, 79 speed, 84 acceleration. So we have an 83 overall team across the board. The offensive line is getting better. I'm hoping Aziz, can develop a little bit better than that. A 68 overall. For now, it's fine, but I need him to get another 3-4 XP after the season. And I just don't know if that's doable. He's not going to be in the training. But we're fine at receiver because we have Metcalf, we have St. Brown, we have Carson. Wilson's still our quarterback. I wonder if I should have got McGlinchey. I don't think it would have made a ton of sense, but I made McGriff start. I am going to make Brooks a number 2 guy. I really don't know what to do about Brooks. Might not have been the best draft pick, but if he somehow has superstar or X factor, it'll be perfect. But I mean, we just brought in Davenport, so I really don't know what to do. We're going to have to wait and see. But Barnes starting a left outside linebacker, Brooks at right outside linebacker. I'd like to get a better free safety eventually, but I really do like how our defense is looking. Now, Wagner is going to be gone eventually. I understand that. But let's go see what the rush ends are. I've already set them up. I set up the slot receiver. So I put McGriff as our rush right end. I put our left end as Davenport. And then our slot receiver is St. Brown again. I need him to get up to star development or superstar development eventually to make this worth it. Let's go to the playoffs. We didn't make the playoffs somehow, some way. We went 6-10, tied with the Cardinals. Rams 8-8. And the 49ers 7-9. Some might say, should have made the playoffs. Would it be me? Yes. I can't even come up with a way how we didn't make the playoffs. Like, maybe if the Rams or the 49ers are like 10-6, 11-5, 12-4, maybe. But 8-8 being the best, that's just Madden being awful year in, year out. Figure it out, EA. Just figure it out. That's all I'm asking for you. Wilson, 3,800 yards, 28-13. Not great. And you have to imagine that's playbooks. Carson, 1,000 with 4. Alex Collins coming out of nowhere at 7. St. Brown, 1,000 with 7. I'm hoping he can get up to that star development. Disley, 888 with 9. Metcalf has 6, 840. Nothing else really. Wagner, 144 tackles and fantastic. Brooks, 118. Sacks, nothing. Interceptions, 4 for Griffin, 2 for King. What about like fumble recoveries? I don't normally check these out. King with 1 and Wagner with 1. So is Wagner going to be back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year? Cam Newton, very realistic at 1. Nick Mullins, very realistic at 2. This game's awesome. Wilson, not up there. Wentz is up there. Now, I understand he's not playing great in real life, so, I mean, maybe he'll come back from that. I highly doubt it, though. Zach Wilson on the football team at 5. Wilson at 10. Aaron Donald beating out Barrett, Cox, Wagner at 4. No Griffin, offensive rookie. Gatson at 5. Defensive rookie. McGriff at 4, which is perfect. So we do have the 2 hidden development defensive linemen. I would like to see what our receiver got for XP being our number 3 guy. He got 3 up to a 76. Not bad for a number 3 guy. Hayes with 3. Oh, he did get 4. All right, that makes me feel way better about that. So I'm not really going to try to replace him. But superstar for McGriff. Brooks has star. Awesome. 6 XP for McGriff. We got him what? Like the 4th round, I believe? Kind of unbelievable, but I'll take it any day of the week. The Steelers beat the Rams in Super Bowl 57, 21-13. Now, I mean, DK Metcalf, he's coming back. Wagner, he has to end his career in Seattle, right? I guess he doesn't have to. But that's more than likely what is going to happen. Barton's down there. Blair's down there. We do not have a ton of money. I don't know how we're going to open up some money. I want to bring back Barton. He's a solid guy at outside linebacker. Let's go 4 years. That'll be good. I mean, Metcalf, give him whatever he wants at this point. Let's go 13 million. Let's go 7.7, $103 million. That's good. And then Wagner. He's not going to take this. I'm just going to franchise tag him. We're not going to have money for free agency anyways, so why not? So we have the 8th overall pick and 2 second-round picks. There's so many players on the board that I want to get. I love Canfield, the quarterback. I understand we don't need that, but I mean, look at those top 3 skills. No combine report. I'm not going to take him. If he's somehow there second round, I'll definitely take him. But what I decided to do is go Larry Holiday. I know we just brought back Blair, free safety. But if this guy can somehow have maybe a 77 overall, 78 overall hidden development, I'm definitely going to start him. And just everyone else doesn't really make sense. A lot of late first round talent, mid first round talent. So I'm going to go with the early first round talent in Holiday. He's a 75 normal development, ranked number 7. 89 speed, 74 zone, 78 tackle, 82 pursuit. I said if the quarterback's here next round, I'm going to take him. So let's take Canfield. 76 hidden development, ranked number 4. 92 throw power, 79 deep accuracy, 86 medium, 86 short. He looks fantastic. Almost makes me want to get rid of Russell Wilson. I'm not going to because, I mean, realistically, they're not going to unless like their owners, their GMs become crazy. And I highly doubt that. Now, there is another receiver on the board. I don't think that's the way I'm going to go. Fowler looks fantastic. I know we just brought back Barton. Is there any other outside linebackers? What about Jeffers? Second in the 40-yard. If he's there third round, I'll definitely take him. But we're fine at receiver, I would say. Davidson looks fantastic as well. But we're going to take LaRon Fowler. He's a 74 hidden development, perfect. 78 tackles, 79 hit power, 84 speed, 93 acceleration. In the third round, we're going to take a center in Davidson. I said I wanted to take him. Let's take him. 67 normal development, 88 strength, 78 run block, 70 pass block. He looks fantastic. He's not going to be starting, but still a solid backup. Jeffers is still here in the fourth round. I mean, second in the 40-yard with a 4.34. I have to take him. 71 normal development, 94 speed, 91 acceleration, 82 catching, 75 catch and trap. In the fifth round, we're going to take middle linebacker Torrey Meadows. 66 hidden development, 89 speed, 79 tackles, 73 block shed, 78 hit power. So we have an 84 overall team, 85 offense, 84 defense. The offensive line is really coming along nicely. It still could be better, but for the draft picks we made with Easy, with Hayes, I think we're in good shape. We have 95 overall Metcalf. We have 80 overall St. Brown, so that's good for a number 1 and number 2 guy. Carson having star development, it really does hurt us, which is stupid, so I'm really not going to do anything about that. We still have Disley at tight end. And then this defense looks fantastic. I tried to find a way to have Fowler start at left outside linebacker. I just don't think it makes a ton of sense because he is a rookie. Have him back up Barton for 1 year. Then again, at the same time, I think we have 1 more year left after this year. Yeah, I think so. So he might not get a ton of XP, but let's just try to keep it somewhat realistic. And then Holiday is our free safety. I am going to keep him as a backup as well. Once again, if he had hidden development, I might make him start. He was our first round grade or first round pick. But Fowler being in like the third round, the fourth round, just really doesn't make sense to me. Also, the middle linebacker we have nowhere to be found just because he is such a low overall. But let's go take a look at the left end, the right end. Taylor, I don't want that. Let's make it McGriff. That's good. Left end's going to be Davenport and the slot receiver. Don't want that. Let's make it St. Brown, even though he's letting me down. All right, I think we're in good. You know what? Let's use that coach's XP. You guys love watching that kind of stuff. Let's do that. Let's do offensive line, defensive line, linebackers. It looks like we made the playoffs and got the first round bye. We absolutely did, and the Jets got the first round bye. Yeah, I don't know about that. We went 12-4, the 49ers 10-6, Cardinals 7-9, and the Rams 3-13. They just lost in the Super Bowl, then went 3-13. I don't know about that. Wilson, great year, 3,900 yards, 33-8. I love that. Canfield's the backup. Carson over 1,000 with 8. Dallas with 8. St. Brown, about time. 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. He has to go up to star development now. Metcalf with 10, 5 for Disley. On defense, Wagner 110 tackles, 105 for Brooks. Nothing really for sacks. 5 interceptions for Blair is fantastic. And a lot of 2s. Kind of want to write that one off. Like we signed up, we drafted a rookie. He's kind of worried about his job. He's going to ball out a little bit, even though he just got his contract. So I guess at the same time, that does not make sense. Mahomes MVP, Watson 2, Jackson 3, Burrow 4. Nothing else. Coach of the year is Pete Carroll. Fantastic. Offensive player of the year, Wilson at 8. Defensive player of the year, nothing. Offensive rookie is Jeffers. I don't know how. Defensive rookie, Fowler at 4. Where's our... I don't get why Fowler's there, but Holiday's not. It really doesn't make sense to me. Now, we're going to have to go out of our way to find the middle linebacker with hidden development. But we don't have a ton of XP on the offensive line. Canfield has 4, so that's probably superstar. Let's see. Fowler has superstar. Perfect. Applewhite has 3. Holiday with 2. So he's actually going to be tied with Blair. So he's going to be starting next year. 4 for McGriff's good. 2 for Brooks is good. I don't even remember what our middle linebacker's name is that has it in development. But let's go take a look for him anyways. Let's see. It was Lawrence, I believe. Oh, it could have been Meadows. Was it Meadows? Right. It was. Still hidden development. What does he have? 5. That superstar X Factor, if I've ever seen that before. Here we go. Can we beat the 49ers? We have not had much luck. They're up 7-0, about to be 14-0. Can our defense do anything that I think I helped out throughout this rebuild? It's not even really the defense. It's more so the offense. It's 21-7. I stand corrected. It's the defense. 28-14. This game's over. We're one and done again. Like, who do I blame at this point? Because we have a pretty solid team. We don't have an X Factor running back. I understand that. I don't want to write it off as that, though. Let's take a look at Jimmy G. Wilson, 252, 2-2. That's awful. That's just awful. I might have the rookie we drafted this year start. Singletary, 104 with 2. Carson, 1. Sermon, 2. Dallas, 1. Disley with the touchdown. 2 for Samuel, 1 for St. Brown. That's just up. The Steelers won back-to-back Super Bowl championships, beating the Giants 34-7. That's domination. Now, Wilson, you know what we have to do? You know what we have to do? I think Canfield is going to have superstar. He does. 80 overall. Wilson's letting me down. I know this is a realistic rebuild, but I am going to let him walk out the door. Wagner, I'll let him go at this point, even though I said I wanted to keep him until he retired. So let's increase the money a little bit. I'm going to give him a 3-year deal just so he comes back. We don't have to franchise tag him. Reed can go. Brooks with superstar development. He can definitely stay on this team. We're going to have a ton of money for free agency, which is perfect. Hey, 420. Ford. I mean, I guess he's our best defensive tackle at the moment. And there's so many defensive tackles in the draft that that's just kind of an easy pickup. Now let's go 3 years, a little bit more money for Damian Lewis. Not going to pay him a ton of money. That's fine, but that's be good. Collier could go. Taylor can go. Swain, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Let's bring back a kicker. For 7 years, it doesn't really matter. We have $50 million. I'm going to franchise tag him. $50 million in cap space. How does that kicker turn us down? That's insulting. So looking at the free agent draft class, I decided to bring in Kenneth Murray, or at least try to, Michael Pittman, and Awarrior. I thought about maybe Isaiah Simmons, put him at free safety. I still kind of want to do that, but we just brought in Holiday, or drafted Holiday, so I'm not going to do that. Blackman, same thing. We could bring him in, but I want to give Holiday a chance. We did draft him in the first round. But everyone else, I'm really not interested in. I thought about maybe McKinney for a second until I saw that until I decided that I was going to bring in Murray, because Murray was a last-second decision, and everyone else, like Kyle Duggar, we could bring in as a backup if we really wanted to, but doesn't really matter all too much in simulation. Terrell Lewis is up there. Yeah, I'd say we're good. We saw Kevin King. I saw KJ Hamler, but this team is pretty solid all around, so I'm not really too concerned about that. We got all 3 of them. Perfect. Let's go to the draft. So I looked at all the players that the computer scouted, and there's nobody in the first round that I want to take on the offensive line. You guys could look at it. Tell me down in the comments below if I'm wrong. But there's not much up here. There is some quarterbacks at the top, some running backs at the top. I'm not really too interested in that at the moment. So what I think we are going to do is go with Junior Kitchen. I know we don't need an outside linebacker. We don't really need much on this team other than the offensive line. So let's take him. 73 normal development, ranked 19. 78 tackles, 77 hit power, 86 speed, 90 acceleration. In the second round, I'm going to take right tackle Levi Parker. He's a 71 normal development, 84 strength, 75 run block, 67 pass. This left end is a first round talent in the third round. I know we don't need it, but Marco Porter. He's a 71 normal development, ranked 25. 68 power moves, 76 finesse, 82 speed, 83 acceleration. So we are an 85 overall team across the board. We are hurting at center, but I don't think that's going to be a huge deal. We have a 75, 78, 75, and 88. Disley's up to an 84. Brown's up to star development, which is fantastic. We have Pittman. We have Metcalf. Carson is still our running back. But by the way, we do have the rookie, 80 overall, superstar development, 93 throw power, 80 deep accuracy, 88 medium and short accuracy. He should be an absolute stud. We're going to have to wait and see how he plays. But look at this defense right now. Blair, I understand, not the best. But the defensive line's looking good with Davenport, Brooks, McGriff. How big is Brooks? 317. All right, this is going to be our new defensive tackle. Guess I can do that off screen. So Brooks is now our defensive tackle too, which is perfect. I still have to find out what that middle linebacker that we drafted's development is. He might still not have it. He had 5 XP though, so it should be up here. It's basically what I'm saying. Meadows, what do you got? Star development, not that exciting. But this team's looking pretty good. We have to set the rush ends, the rush slot receiver. The slot receiver, well, let's do that really quickly. I don't want to go to roster again. Let's go to the right place. That'll be fine. Pretend I've done this before. We have Fowler at left outside linebacker, Davenport, and then slot receiver, not doing that. You know what? Let's make it Pittman. Why not? Let's go to the playoffs. This is our final year, but I feel like we have a good shot at making the playoffs. This game is absolutely awful. We did not make the playoffs. We went 4-12. Canfield, 4,200 yards, 27-21. I can see the comments now. Why did you get rid of Russell Wilson? Because he's old. He didn't win us anything. We were one and done. I understand we didn't make the playoffs here. I get it. I really do. But it just doesn't make sense. Chady, 10 touchdowns. That doesn't make sense. Metcalf, 1,000 with 9. Pittman, 1,000 with 5. St. Brown, 3. Disley, 8. On defense, Murray, 142 tackles. Awesome. 112 for Desmond King. Sack totals, nothing. Interceptions, 5 for Griffin is good. A lot of 2s, some 1s. So we're 29th in offensive yards. There's no excuse for that. 27th in defensive yards. Wilson on Tennessee. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Was our quarterback up there, actually? He was not. NFC offensive player. He should be up here. He is not because this game's awful. Defensive player of the year is Barrett. Murray at 3 is good. Offensive rookie, nothing. Defensive rookie. Porter, Kitchen, 3 and 4 is awesome. And then Antonio Woods at 10. I guess we'll give it one more upgrade. And then we'll go look at the team because there is no excuse for this. Absolutely no excuse. I mean, we're an 88 overall team going 4-12. Could this game be, I don't know, a little bit better? Just a little bit. St. Brown's at 86. Pittman 82. Metcalf 99. The offensive line, not fantastic, I understand that, but pretty good all things considered. There's not a ton of offensive line talent in the draft, in my opinion, compared to like Madden 20, Madden 19. And then this defense. We drafted Fowler. We drafted Brooks. We drafted McGriff. We signed Desmond King. We signed Murray. Holiday's up there. He should have been starting, but it is what it is. But that is going to be it for this video. Hit the like button down below, the subscribe button down below. Go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/HeadstrongLive. Go to my Patreon, patreon.com/HeadstrongGame. Link down in the description. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my Patreon producers for the month of August. We have Zach. We have the oldest man alive, Greg. # Team Relic. Nathan, Broadway Bob, and Harney B. It means the world to me. Thank you guys so much.